Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Bat Châtillon Bourrasque. It's the Tier 8 French Premium Medium Tank. It's located on the southwest spawn of Glacier, and this one is under the command of the BassmanFromHell. Yes, we're continuing his birthday videos, and this one in the very overpowered medium tank. Game on. Well, as many of you know, this is a combination of an EBR 105 turret and the Bat Châtillon 12-ton light tank. Although it actually has medium tank characteristics, which means it does lose its camo when it moves. What it does have is a two-shot autoloader with really huge burst damage on the enemy. First shot in gets 352. He unloads the second one, but it hits the ground, so not a huge damage on the enemy there. And well, if he'd actually kept his shots for that T-92 going up on top of the carrier, he probably would have wiped that guy out. Now, Bassman's in platoon with the Renegade in this game. Oh, Apache 6467, who is also a contributor to What Arty Noobs, has unfortunately died. Yep, I think he just got monstered by someone, because Renegades don't normally go down that quickly. Now I think the Bassman's decided he's going to go up on top of the carrier, and let's see if he manages to do so without getting hit by the enemy. There's an LTTB very interested in shooting him. Yep, he's got one round in, 176, but he didn't get the second one in. Okay, now almost flipped there, but the enemy T-92, one shot, that's all it takes. Is he going to pop the reload? Yes, he does. Okay, now he is really going to take revenge on the enemy tanks coming up to the northwest corner of the map, because of course the Bourrasque has quite a reputation for giving burst damage on the enemy. In fact, I think he wants to take revenge on that LTTB by putting a couple of rounds into him and taking him out of the game. Now the LTTB did spot him there, so he's going to have to pull back, because otherwise he'll get other members of the enemy team shooting in this direction. And the LTTB's pulled up to the centre line. Is he looking this way? Let's have a look. No, he's not. So maybe he's unprepared. First shot, tracks him. Second shot, didn't hit, ricochets off, but the LTTB now knows he's in grave danger every time he goes up to the centre line, because he could lose 750 hit points just like that. The alpha on this gun is 360, so 720 is the burst damage if he gets an average roll on both shots. The cycle time intra-clip is 2 seconds, which is actually quite fast, and also fairly reasonable considering this is a 105mm gun. The only problem is the gun handling isn't that great. Well, yeah, some people think it is, some people think it isn't. It's got bad accuracy. That's the problem with this particular gun. He was spotted. Okay, the LTTB did see him, and you saw a twitch on that turret. Now there is a slight danger being up here, is that the enemy Arty might try to take it out on you, and that's happened to me more than once. I've been up here shooting at the enemy, and the enemy Arty managed to dial in and get shots into me, but that Carnarvon is now dead. Yep, 2 shots was all it took, and he's got a heavy tank, so that's 2 kills now to the Bassman. 20.63 seconds is the reload time. Book reload is 21.54, so he has reduced it. And he's not using premium consumables. As usual, the Bassman has actually selected to use the second repair kit instead of the fire extinguisher. And it looks like they've got fairly good control of that area of the northwest corner. And there's only a Borsig there now, but unfortunately the enemy's pushed ahead across the centre of the map, and now we're dialing in on a Progetto. First shot hits the ground near him, second shot, no, wasn't accurate enough. As I did say, it's got poor accuracy. Normally the gun handling's fairly good, but it's the accuracy that lets you down. That's why it helps to just drive up to an enemy tank right alongside them and blast them with 2 shots, then drive away before they can do anything about it. It's a great little ambush killer, this tank. And in fact, actually, that's one of the reasons why it's the most hated tank on the battlefield, other than, of course, the EBRs or the Scorpion. First shot goes into the Bourrasque. Unfortunately, the Bourrasque gets a shot back, but we get the second shot in as well. And we've been joined by the Progetto. Most of the enemy tanks have actually pushed through on the northwest corner. I thought they'd actually captured this area, but the Bourrasque actually had other minds about that, and he managed to dominate. And it now means that the enemy actually has the northwest corner of the map, and they also have the southeast corner of the map as well. In fact, we're now dreadfully down on the enemy because we've only got 4 tanks left. Well, that was into the tracks. That was into the body for 366, which is a high roll. Even a tank like a Progetto can be monstered by the Bourrasque. Both tanks are actually subject to a marathon. Oh, Progetto's coming over here. Bad mistake. Yep, you're out the game. He just got too close, you see. It's much easier to shoot the enemy tanks when they're closer. He probably thought, yeah, I've got ZPM, I've got 3 shots in my auto-reloader. But of course you can't match the burst damage that this tank has. It really is quite phenomenal. 720. It's also quite a nippy little thing, 62 kilometers an hour top speed. He's coming up behind that Carnarvon, who's going to get one hell of a shot if he gets shot in the rear. There's also a TS5. Well, the Carnarvon's come back and he's suddenly seen, oh my god, he takes 1 hit. Second shot doesn't go in, so now he needs to Scarper. He took a round from the Carnarvon, ouch, and it was 551, which was an AP round. So he took 2 rounds from the Carnarvon there, 271 the first one, 280 the second one. He's going to be loaded by the time the Carnarvon comes around the corner, and goodbye. Yeah, bad mistake, Mr. Carnarvon. If he sets himself up to ambush you, you come around the corner, he gets you. The best thing you can do is run away and run towards your teammates. Unfortunately, now he's only got 2 teammates left alive, and both of them are Arty. So this battle has been turned round completely. And, well, Bassman's turned round completely as well, because he's now headed towards the enemy cap. And he's got the company of a Progetto 46. He's got 4 kills. He could make this a Top Gun if he can get both of them, and he might actually get a Pascucci's medal as well. The Arty are a GW Tiger P, which won't be running away very quickly because it's a very slow Arty, and the other one, the M40 M43. Now, it's doubtful he'll be able to kill both of them with 1 shot apiece. He'll probably need 2 shots. But if the Progetto's feeling nice, he might give both of the shots to Bassman. There's the GW. Easy kill. 2 shots. Yep, he's got that guy. Now, it's just a question of taking out the M40 M43. Progetto's going up the other side. That might flush the M40 M43 out, and... oh, he's in front of us! He's in front of us. We're still loading. Need to inch up a bit, inch up a bit. No gun depression, no gun depression. 6 degrees. 1 shot takes him. And that is a Top Gun and a Pascucci's medal. And the end of the game. Here's the end of battle results, and it was a first-class tanker for the Bassman from Hell in the Bat Châtillon Bourrasque. In fact, this was the first time he's had a first-class tanker, probably not the last, and in fact he's probably had an ace by now, at least I would think so. He's also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits on the enemy. He got 11 in that one. Yep, he really did badly damage them. In fact, sometimes he actually got, the first shot was a tracking shot, and that's where he got a critical hit. He got a Pascucci's medal, an epic medal for getting at least 2 enemy SPGs in the game. He also got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And finally, he got the top gun for getting at least 6 kills. His win rate from the battle was 7,200, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score and see where he was. Well, he did get the highest damage in the game. That was 3,651. The next highest scorer was the AMX CDA105. He did survive the battle and he got 2,696 hit points. And the third highest damage was actually the M40-M43 on the enemy team, 2,499. When it came to kills, he got the top with 6. 3 kills went to the AMX CDA105. And then 2 kills went to the Progetto 46, the Carnarvon, the M40-M43 on his own team, the Borsig on the enemy team, and their SU-130 PM. When it came to base XP, yeah, he's got the top on that one as well. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,440. He's the only player to get over 1,000. The next highest being the Progetto 46, who got 957, and then the AMX CDA, who got 911. Bassman fired 21 rounds in that game, got 18 direct hits and 14 penetrations. Not all of his shots actually did penetrate, as I mentioned. Some of them hit the tracks and just tracked the target, and then he got a penetration with the next shot. 3,651 hit points of damage, of which 366 were at more than 300 meters. I suspect that that was the shot he fired on the Progetto, and as you saw, he fired 2 rounds at the Progetto the previous load and didn't get anything at all. And that's because this thing doesn't have very good accuracy at long range. It also has a long aim time, which means it's quicker to reload than it is to aim. And so you really do have to take care if you're shooting at long range. But if you're at close range, if the enemy comes towards you, as that Progetto did, he's asking for trouble, because then the aim time doesn't really matter, because you will have a full reticule and you'll be easily able to hit the thing as it gets closer to you. 4 hits received from the enemy, 3 of which were penetrations and 1 hit by way of splash damage. Yes, I'm afraid this tank really doesn't have much armor. It's basically a light tank clone, although it never actually existed in reality, this tank. It's completely fabricated by wargaming, but so are most of the Chinese tank destroyers, in fact virtually all of them. The 3 penetrations, 2 of those penetrations came from the Carnarvon, and the other one came from the Borsig. He spotted 4 enemy vehicles in the game, got 8 direct hits on 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, and 803 hit points of spotting assist. He earned 115,931 credits from the game, and after repairs, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, took away 68,951 credits. He received 3 bonds and 2,160 XP times 2 for the first victory, 216 because this is a premium vehicle, and 4,536 experience points altogether. So the Bourrasque, yes, it's very difficult to play well, because of course those who do play it well, it's very difficult to get ace tankers, because the people who are playing it well are very, very well practiced in it. And so if you want to get an ace, you've really got to go some to get it. You can see that Bassman couldn't get an ace, and yet he got 1,440 XP. That's a huge amount. To get an ace tanker, you would have to get a lot higher than that. And you'd have to come out of the game with something like a Radley Walters or a Paul's medal, or something of that nature, because this tank is very, very deadly. And that's why it does attract a lot of attention, especially from Arty, whenever they see one of these running around. I hope you enjoyed that replay, and if you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below, so it feeds the algorithm, gets these videos noticed by others. And thank you for watching.